instead of on the top of the phone like the Droid Razr, 1, 2, 3. If you look at the other side of the keyboard, this is CP-Tech. And things like that. Come on, guys. This is the Carlisle's Picks Technology channel. We're not doing reviews of potato cameras. It is Carlisle's Picks, which is my main channel on YouTube. But you also see I have a Facebook page, which is on my Facebook page, which is on Facebook. Come on, really? So this is the brand new G4S gimbal from Feiyu-Tech. So we're gonna go ahead and assemble it. You've got a quick release here for your GoPro camera, and this is the gimbal itself. This is a 3-axis gimbal. It's a 360-degree gimbal. I'm gonna show you that. And here is the base of the handle, which has the batteries. So there's 2 batteries inside of here. So let's go ahead and assemble it. So we're going to go ahead and attach the lower part of the handle to the top of the gimbal here. And we can just go ahead and twist that on. It's a little tricky looking at the camera and doing this at the same time. Alright, the lower part, twist that right on there, just like a flashlight. And now we want to go ahead and attach the camera. So new for the G4S is the ability to charge your GoPro camera and also to have a video feed come from that. So inside here, if you look in there, you're going to see there's a little USB connector right there. So the camera's going to go right onto that. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the camera. So we have here a Hero 3 Plus. So I'm going to go ahead and line up the USB with the USB connector there and the gimbal. So let's go ahead and slide it on there. Make sure that's in focus. So we're going to go ahead and slide it on there. And there you go. And now we just have a quick connector here, which is awesome. The red light comes on because it's now charging. Now you can turn that off. There's pins on the back here, so you can turn it off if you don't want it to charge the camera. That's your option. So we just simply put this over the front of the camera, and we can just clip that right in. So right now the camera is installed into the gimbal, and now we can go ahead and turn it on. So you have a function button here, and you have a joystick here. So function button, joystick, that's how you can move the camera around. And on the other side you have the USB port right there, and you have the status lights. There's little LED lights underneath as well, which tell you how much charge you have on the battery. There's a little light right there. So to turn this on, there's no more power button on the bottom. They did a really awesome thing, which is they put a standard thread here for tripod, so you can actually mount this to a tripod, or don't limit your imagination, or you can mount this to anything that accepts a standard tripod mount, right? So there's other things like a Cine Squid, which is that flexible mount you can put on a car. I mean, oh man, the possibilities are limitless. Also, the RAM mounts, which I highly recommend. They're made in the USA. I have a review on my channel if you're interested. Here's a RAM mount right here, and it's just basically a clamp. And on the other side, you have a standard mount for a GoPro, but you can actually replace this ball joint here with one that actually accepts the thread for a tripod. So that means basically I can actually attach this directly to this mount, and that clamp can mount in tons of different places. So that's really, really awesome. So to turn this on, you're going to push the function button right here. So just go ahead and tap that. It's blinking, and it wakes right up. So now you have the gimbal on. Now if I want to actually move it around, I can use a joystick here. You can see I'm moving the camera. Moving the camera. I can move it around this way. That's really cool. Back up a little bit more so you can see that. Let's actually go this way. So all I'm doing is pushing that joystick there to move the camera around. There you have it. So this is the brand new G4S gimbal from Feiyu-Tech. Alrighty, so that was the presentation. So I went over a lot of the basics. James Feenan, what up, man? We got James Feenan in the place to be, all the way from across the globe. He wants me to make some potato chips for some odd reason. James Feenan, why do you want me to make potato chips? This is the G4S demonstration. This is not a cooking show. Focus, man! What the hell's going on? This is not a cooking show. This is a review of the Feiyu-Tech G4S Gimbal. Oh, look at that. I'm in focus. Amazing, amazing. All right, so we went over a lot of the basics. I'm going to run through the basics again really quickly, and then we're going to look at some sample footage and keep this show going. So let's scale this down so you guys can see the presentation in the background there. So again, this is a 360-degree gimbal. So if I go ahead and turn this on, so now it's on right now. You can see, and let's get a bigger shot here so you can see just really quickly. So 360 degrees. So we got it like this, and I can go like that. Actually, let's lock it into the orientation. So now I see it locks that way. So now I can actually back up so you can actually see what's going on. I can go full 360 degrees around that way. And now, I did that a little bit too funky there for a second. Camera's like, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do, man? So now you see it's locked that way. I can rotate around this way. And I can go around the other way. So let's actually put it like this. And I'll use the joystick. So I can rotate it around that way. Full 360 degrees. I can rotate it around this way. See that? And I can go like this. And I'm doing that with the joystick in the back here. So when I push that joystick this way, it spins that way. When I push the joystick this way, it goes that way. And all the power modes are by pressing this button, single press, double press, press and hold. Depends on what you're trying to do. So let's go ahead and turn this off. Press and hold to turn it off. And like I showed you guys before, it's like a flashlight setup. So open it up, and inside is your batteries. Really, this is exactly like a flashlight. So that's the battery on the inside there. So you guys get a nice little shot of that. Focus. You can do it. You can do it. Focus. Focus. You can do it, man. Maybe not. Maybe I overestimated what you're capable of doing. So it comes with two batteries. These are 4 batteries actually, 2 sets of 2. So it's the 18350. It's a bigger battery. It uses a smaller battery for the wearable gimbal. It's a 900 milliamp hour 3.7 volt battery, and that is all she wrote. Murder she wrote. Bang 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 bang. We're my reggae fans, man. All right, so let's stay on focus. You got a potato, man. I do got a potato. Do you got a potato, James Feenan? Do you got a potato? I got a potato. And I got a nice little lens. There's my lens, or butthole, depends on what your perspective is. All right, so let's get back to our presentation here. So let's slide it back to back. All right, so 360-degree rotation, joystick control. There's your 3 motors, a 3-axis gimbal. So you have a motor back here, a motor over here, and a motor right there. Totally awesome. You can get a 2-axis gimbal as well, but you're not going to have the level of flexibility that you have with a 360-degree gimbal. Get my ugly face out of the shot so you can see what's up, man. All right. It's a quick release. It's how you just snap it right on. With the Hero 4, you have the screen on the back here, I believe, so you can actually see the screen, or you can connect a external video device to see the video on a little screen, like an LCD type of deal. You have this port here, which actually charges up the camera, which is awesome, so you can extend the battery life of your camera. You can turn that off if you want. There's some little switches on the back. I'm going to try to do this focus thing again. Hopefully it works out this time. Focus! Look at that. Nice! Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You see the C on the top? You flip that switch up and it's going to start charging the camera if it needs to be charged. The bottom one with the V, I think that's for video. Alright, and this is getting you guys a nice close-up shot of how this sucker looks, man. There it is, the G4S. The G4S. Yeah. You got a G4 Jet, I got a G4S Gimbal. What? And there's a company that makes it, Feiyu-Tech. FY is the new name now, I guess. Alright. So, let's take a look at some footage. Well, not quite yet. Let's keep going. So, there's your mode button. You can, well, you can't see anything right now because you're looking at my ugly face. There's the mode button. There's the joystick. The joystick, pretty self-explanatory. Up, down, left, right. You saw me operating it just a second ago. You also have direct access to storage data, so you can connect your GoPro data interface between the camera there. And you also have a standard tripod mount on the bottom, which is so awesome. You can mount it on top of a DSLR with this attachment, mount it on a small tripod or a large tripod, wherever you want to mount it. You can mount it on your buttocks if you so choose. You don't get it potato chips, lol. You can make potato chips with them. Nice gadget, great review. What are you talking about, James Feenan? You can make potato chips with this? This is a camera, man. How are you gonna make a potato chips with this, man? You're out of your mind. So James Feenan wants to pick up his own G4S. He's gonna buy one and make some awesome videos. He actually runs a moto vlogging channel that he just started out, so check it out, give him some support. He's been a big supporter on the channel. I'm posting in the chat room the link to where you can pick up your own G4S. That's the 4-axis. They usually have a 4-axis. What am I saying? 3-axis. They usually have a 2-axis model, which would be cheaper. You can save some money, or you can go with the G4, which is the previous model from last year, which is around here somewhere. I'm not sure where that is exactly. Here's the competitor, the Osmo, which I did not like at all. Too gimmicky. So this is what I did with it. 2.5-pound sledgehammer. You're not gonna want to miss out on that video, which is gonna be right here on. This thing is falling apart as I'm holding it right now. You're gonna see it right here in the Carlos Specs Technology channel. This being demolished at super slow motion. That's gonna be so awesome. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys that. That thing is crumbling, literally crumbling in my hands. The G4 is somewhere. I do not see where it is. It is AWOL right now, but the G4 is the last year's model, which is a little bit cheaper. I just want to show you guys really quickly. Here's a case that it comes with. It's a carbon fiber. This is actual carbon fiber, and I'll demonstrate to you that this is carbon fiber. See how tough that is? This is tough. This is the same stuff they make Lamborghinis out of. This is not carbon fiber. Come on, be real. Come on, this is not a $1,000 product, all right? It's a carbon fiber look. There's the company that makes this awesome product there. Focus, focus. You can do it! Yes! Thumbs up for the focus. That doesn't look like a thumbs up. Back up, thumbs up. All right. So this is the case that comes with it. You got 2 sets of batteries. It takes 2 to run. It takes 2. So here are the batteries. You can see them right here. This is from the old model. This is G4 batteries. The G4S are black batteries. They look just like this. You get 4 of them. 2 of them will run for hours and hours. I've really never had this thing die on me. Batteries are not something that I really worry about with the G4S or the G4. It lasts a really long time. And then even when it dies, I have another set of the batteries. So that's really awesome. You can do your firmware updates. So there's different, this is like a USB deal. So you can do your firmware updates. And here's the cable that you saw in the video earlier in the background. And here's where you can get your video signal as well. Another cable that comes in the box. So here's what the box looks like. Nice case. So you get a case with it. That's awesome, man. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So you want to see what the footage looks like. You're like, okay, we get it. We see the features. We see the modes. Now show us the money. I'm gonna show you the money. Let's get some tunes going here as I show you some demonstration footage, man, to show you what this thing is all about. So let me get my ugly face out of here, and let's play some videos, man. All right, so let's go. I am so scatterbrained. I didn't go through the thing. The last thing here is the remote control. You can get a 1 second. Yeah, you can see it. You can get a wireless remote control here. As you can see, it connects onto right here. There's a port on the back of the handle, and then you have a little remote control wireless. So you can wirelessly, basically the stuff you do with the joystick, you can now do it here remotely. So you can have it on a tripod, and then you can, aim the camera wherever you want to, change the various modes. That is super, super awesome, man. Zoom it. It's so awesome. I'm gonna try to zoom it in so you can see it even closer. I don't know how much that worked. But anyway, video time. Video time. We're gonna watch some videos. Videos. I can't sing, so I should stop. James Feenan already told me that I can't sing, but I don't listen. Through the various modes here. So basically, the mode I have right now, if I twist the handle, camera will spin around. Right? Turning the handle, it turns around and follows me. Now, if I go forward like this, the camera stays. Right? Now let me rotate this around so you can better see the camera. That's the beauty of that 360. Rotate it right around. So if I go this way or this way, camera doesn't move. I spin around, it follows me. So wherever I turn the camera, it'll follow me. But if I lean forward or backwards, it does not. It always stays flat like that. Alright? Now let's try another mode. Alright, so let's go through the various modes here. So basically, the mode I have right now. So what's the big deal about 360? Is that just a new fancy buzzword? No, it's not a new fancy buzzword. This is a 360-degree gimbal. So that means that I can do things like this. So I'm rotating the handle. I'm turning it around and around and around and around and around. Just turning it. And it stays like that. Now, if I were to move the handle forward, I'm never going to hit the camera. Right? And if I were to go like this, see that? If I were to go like that, I can rotate it around a full 360 degrees. Now that is pretty cool. So that goes both ways. Let me turn the camera this way. So I can actually go and rotate this around like that. Full 360 degrees. And there you have it. See, the beauty of that is you can turn the camera any orientation that you want. 1, 2, 3. See what I just did? It was upside down before. I just rotated it around. I'll show you that again. So it's right. I don't want to see that again. That was awesome enough the first time. So here's some walking shots. I'm actually not even looking at the camera. I have it behind me. Awesome. Awesome sauce. DJ, roll that music. Roll that music. Original. La, 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 la. On the cinematic effects you can get with this would be like. Cinematic! Oh, by Feiyu-Tech.
this is the G4 Gimbal by Feiyu-Tech.
So this was shot with a G4. The G4S is at least as good as this. It's obviously more capable because of 360-degree rotation, but this footage looks awesome. You can do this with the G4S. You can do even more with the G4S. So next I want to show you some more footage here. 1 second.
Alright, GoPro's rolling. And we're gonna go ahead and lock it.
So this is some testing that I did.
Spin it around and around, and it keeps aiming in one direction. So I'm gonna rotate around and this way. Nah, that was horrible. Okay, so this is upside down. I can rotate.
I'm getting dizzy!
Okay. If I move too quickly, there we go.
Notice it's butter smooth. That's a G4S.
Wow, there you go. All right. Time. What you do, no matter what you do, Whoa. I may be wobbly, but this is steady because it's a G4S. All right, let's run up on it.
I put it on one of my dollies. Trying to be all slickorama.
All right.
Gotta be creative.
All right, let's run up on it.
A lot of things you can do with G4S. Haha. Stable.
All right, GoPro's rolling.
All right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to wrap this up. This has been a live review brought to you right here on Carlisle's Pix Technology channel. And now I want to show you the actual product here. This is the actual G4S in terms of, well, I've been showing you the actual product. I'm showing you where you can buy it. The link is in the description, so you can. I'll show you what specific detail, and I'll show you. It looks a little bit better, but I'm still not 100% sure. Like, I'm not 100%. I'm hoping that this is gonna last, but the way that they assemble right inside here, right inside that arm, there's like a little foam piece in there. The last model, after a lot of heavy use, the foam started coming out. I don't know what kind of glue they use or whatever. I'm not sold on that they've resolved that in terms of this. Is this much more, better assembled than the last one? I'm not sure about that. So that's the only thing I would look at. You may want to just knowing that this is something that it may be an issue. I don't think it will be because of the 360 motor. The problem with the last one is it wasn't 360, so if you spun it too far, then you could actually torque the wire where you're twisting the wire, and then once you torque the wire up, it gets tight, and if the wire gets tight, it pushes against the foam and it can actually push its way out. But this is 360. That's never going to happen. You can spin this thing around all day long. There's never going to be any pressure on the wire, so there really shouldn't be any reason for it to pop out, other than the adhesive itself just breaking down over time from heat and just usage. That's the only thing I can think of. But that's my only negative thing. So that, and like I said, the issue with when you're spinning around 360. So what I mean by that is, let's say you're spinning it around. So you go like this. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. And then when the motors overlap right there, hopefully you guys can see that. When the motors overlap right here, you may get a little wobble for a split second, and then it continues fine. That's the only thing that I've found with this. Other than that, absolutely love it, and that's going to be my workhorse. I did a lot of videos with the G4, awesome videos, and now the G4S is the way to go. So that's what I'm saying. That's my opinion. What's the opinion of other people? It's got 10 reviews here, and I usually go straight to the negative reviews. Let's see what people are complaining about. Not that many negative reviews. This is not the pro version. Bought gimbal, not pro, no 360. So that's nothing to do with the product. This has to do with what's being sold here. So I'm not sure what that is. Maybe some people got the wrong one by accident, it looks like. And it's just 2 people that are saying that, because this is the official product. And as you can see, most people, they enjoyed it. So I'm not sure if some people got the wrong one by accident. That's December 8th, 2015. But as you can see, great gimbal. They mentioned that the support is in China. Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit better. Awesome gimbal, worth the wait, upgrading from the G3 Ultra. And you can read and see what this person had to say. Best stabilizer. This one much better. Verified purchase. I would purchase this again anytime. So there you have it. This is the Feiyu-Tech G4S Gimbal, and you are watching the Carlisle's Pix Technology channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you guys like these live reviews, definitely let me know. James Phoenix says, I need to learn about. Thank you for watching. If you guys want me to do a review on live video on the potato camera, let me know. I'll show you all the features and everything. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for joining in Carlisle's Pix Technology channel, and I am out.